Hello everyone, welcome to Hexagon. I hope you are following our recent video series on MIT App Inventor. Or if you are visiting our channel for the first time, I recommend you to have a look at our previous videos so that you will get better understanding about MIT App Inventor. In today's video, we are going to build a simple Android calculator using MIT App Inventor. It will have two text boxes for two numbers and we can perform basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So first let's see what we are building, then we will discuss about how to build that. So this is the simple calculator we are going to build in today's video, friends. As you can see here, it has two text boxes, one indicating first number and one indicating second number. We have a label here for printing result, then four buttons: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now I am testing this one. So for the first number I am giving 10 and for the second number I am giving 5. So when I add these two numbers, it's giving 15. When I subtract this, it's giving 5. When I multiplying these two numbers, it is giving 50. And when I click on division, it is giving 2. So it is working perfectly fine. So let's see how to build this one in MIT App Inventor. So first of all, I am taking a new project. From my projects, start new project, and I am naming it as calculator. This will open my new project for me. So now, as you already saw, we need two text boxes and a label for printing result and then four buttons. I hope you observed how those are aligned. So I am going to layout section and taking a vertical arrangement. Vertical arrangement means top to bottom. So I am adding now my text boxes here. So let's get back into the user interface. Here is the text box. I am adding a text box here. We need another text box. So text box 2. And finally we need a label for printing the result. So label. So our vertical arrangement is done. Now if you observe the buttons, that is plus, minus, into and division symbol, they are not from top to bottom, they are side by side. That means they are arranged in horizontal arrangement. So I am once again going to layout, selecting horizontal arrangement now. So this is the horizontal arrangement and I am adding my buttons here. So get back to user interface, add buttons. So button 1, and now I am going into horizontal arrangement properties and I am setting the width to fill parent. So to add buttons. So once again add button 2, another button for multiplication, and we need another button for division also. So we added 4 buttons, 2 text boxes and label. That's it. So now I am going into screen so that everything goes into center. Align horizontal, I am taking it center. Align vertical also, I am taking it into center. So now I need to change the properties of these boxes. So let's start it with text box 1. So for text box 1, here there is a hint called hint for text box 1 and I will give here first number. So similarly for text box 2 also I am giving a hint like second number. Now for label I am changing the text of label to result. And I am increasing the font size of this result. I made it 24. Now coming to buttons, we need to change the text for these buttons as well. So my first button will be addition symbol. So I am giving it a text of simply plus. And as there are 4 buttons, I may get confused in a block section so that everyone will be button 1, button 2. I know what button I am representing. So what I am doing is now I will rename here as well. So I will rename this button as add. Now you will get a clear understanding about add means it adds two numbers. So similarly, I will change the text for these three buttons also. For button 2, the text will be minus, and I am renaming this as sub, short form for subtraction. Similarly for remaining two buttons also. So this button I am renaming is into multiplication symbol into, and rename mul, short form for multiplication. And similarly for the remaining last button, division button as well. So the text will be division symbol, and I am renaming it into div, division. So in order to get these elements into center, what we will need to do, I am going to vertical arrangement, align horizontal to center. So our vertical arrangement is for text boxes. So I am going to horizontal arrangements and align this to center. So that's it. Everything appears to be center now. So our designer section gets completed by this. I am going into blocks part now. Now in the block section, we have 4 buttons. We need to set the actions for these 4 buttons. So first action is the button, clicking of the button. So I am going to add. When add dot click, I am selecting this one. That means when the button is selected. When the button is selected, we need to print the result, and we have a label for the result. So this is the label, label 1. So I am selecting one, set label 1. Here it's showing background color. I am changing it to text. So set label 1 dot text. We need to follow the same process for all 4 buttons. So what I am doing is just duplicating this one for the 4 buttons. So this will be subtraction, this is for multiplication, and this is for division. Our 4 buttons are set. Now when addition button is pressed, we need to add the 2 numbers. So I am going into math section here and selecting this one, addition. So similarly, when subtraction button is pressed, we need to subtract the 2 numbers. So I am once again going into math section, selecting this one. Similarly for multiplication and division also. In math, select multiplication, when multiplication button is pressed, and select division when division button is selected. So now we need to add the text here. So what text? The text that appears in the text boxes 1 and 2. So now I am taking the text boxes here, text box 1. I am selecting one thing with the text box 1. So change this to text box 1 dot text. That means the text that appears in the text box 1. And I am duplicating this one and placing it here as well. Here I am selecting text box 2. So it means whenever the button add is clicked, the text in label 1 must be reset to the text in text box 1 plus the text in text box 2. That means these two texts, that means the numbers were added and the result is set to label 1. That means the result label. So similarly for subtraction, multiplication and division buttons also. So I am just duplicating this one here for 3 times for the 3 buttons. And arranging those here. So for text box 2 also I am just duplicating this so that I need not go to text box 2 and select this. So that's it friends, we are done with the designer part as well as the blocks part. So I am just giving a quick overview of what we have done. In the designer part, all we needed is two text boxes for entering two numbers and a label for printing the result and four buttons. That means for performing basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. We just customized those so that they appears to be center of the screen by using vertical and horizontal arrangements. That comprises our designer part. Now we are going into blocks part. In blocks part, we need to set up these buttons. We have four buttons, and to set up these four buttons, we need four blocks for addition button, subtraction button, multiplication and division. So our setup for these buttons will be whenever the button is pressed, the text in the label needs to be changed. So whenever the button is pressed, we are selected this option. When button dot click, do this thing. Do what thing? Setting the text of label 1. So set label 1 dot text to. If addition button is pressed, the sum needs to be replaced to the result. If a subtraction button is pressed, the difference. If multiplication, product, and division, the division. So that's what we are done. We went into math section and selected these blocks for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. That's it friends. We build a basic simple arithmetic calculator by using MIT App Inventor without any need of coding, just by simple logical thinking. If you have any doubts in building this one, you can feel free to mention those doubts in the comment box and we will reply you. That's it friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really enjoyed this video, please like this video, share with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you.